There was a time when I thought a newer outboard motor meant more freedom, more speed, bigger water, fewer problems. But after a full season on the water and one frustrating engine issue, I started asking myself a different question. Do I really need more power and more technology, or do I need more understanding and reliability? A few days ago, I was fixing my trailer lights and doing some basic maintenance on my Mercury 25. Nothing fancy, no special tools, just simple mechanical work. And it made me realize something important. This setup didn't make me a better boater overnight, but it helped me to learn how my boat actually works. Brand new spark plugs because yesterday when we went out in the boat ramp, the motor decided not run, no start. So we bought in the local store. We bought that set of spark plugs. Those are brand new, and I'm gonna put the right ones today and see if this thing wants to run. Seems that it was misfiring. It was able to run for a while, but was misfiring like crazy. One of the tips, that tip that is inside there, was completely wore out, and one of the old spark plugs. So hopefully that was the issue. I checked the compression yesterday, and it was 119 and 120. So everything is okay there. Good gas, brand new gas, because we filled the tank yesterday. Most part of this thing should be good to go. My previous setup was a 2012 Evan Rudy Tech 30 horsepower with only 53 hours on the motor and the EMM. On paper, it was a great engine, plenty of power, modern technology, and a decent reputation. But I started chasing a misfire. Some days it ran fine, other days it didn't. And when you are running shallow waters, narrow passes, or long stretches of quiet flats, that kind of uncertainty stays in your head. I wasn't just troubleshooting a motor anymore. I was dealing with doubt. And here is the part I think matters most. There was nothing wrong with that engine. The real issue was that I didn't fully understand it yet. As a beginner, I chose a motor that asked more from me. More knowledge, more diagnostics, more experience than I was ready for at that time. I wasn't able to confidently troubleshoot or fix a simple misfire, and that pushed me into a steep learning curve. That's when my mindset changed. Instead of asking how much horsepower do I have, I started asking how well do I know my setup. Confident that the engine will start, confident that I can diagnose a problem, confidence that I can fix it or at least understand it when something feels off. Water is running. Oh, let's try to crank this thing. I have the fuel tank disconnected, so maybe don't. That's what led me to this. See? A 1989 Mercury 25 horsepower, no computers, no sensors, no mystery boxes, just fuel, air, spark, and compression. Warm up a little. Very smooth. As usual. Very happy with this motor so far. Very easy to work. It is the fastest motor out there? No. Does it win races? Definitely not. Mercury 25, baby. But it starts, it runs. And when something changes, I can read it. This motor didn't give me fewer problems. It gave me fewer unknowns. I lost a little speed, but I gained a peace of mind. I gained confidence running shallow waters. I gained focus on tides, bait, birds, and the structure. instead of warning lights. And slowing down helped me to reconnect with why I started fishing in the first place. Not to chase gear, but to build skills, experience, and time on the water. There's nothing wrong with expensive gear, and there's nothing wrong with budget gear either. What really makes a difference is mastering your setup. Whatever that looks like, your boat, your motor, your tackle. Upgrades come naturally as your skills grow, but confidence only comes from understanding what you already have. So here's the question I will leave you with. Would you rather have more horsepower or more confidence in the setup you already own?